Let's get one thing straight. Nothing beats a homemade pizza. Forget those cardboard imitations. We're talking about a symphony of flavors, crafted with your own two hands. The aroma of baking dough, the sight of melted cheese, the anticipation in the air. It's a culinary experience like no other. Making pizza from scratch is easier than you think. It's all about fresh ingredients and a little bit of passion. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a kitchen novice, this guide will equip you with the knowledge and confidence to create pizza perfection. Get ready to impress yourself and your taste buds. So, are you ready to embark on this delicious journey? Let's fire up those ovens and get cooking. The heart and soul of any great pizza lie in its dough. It's the canvas upon which all the other flavors are painted, the base that supports the symphony of toppings and cheese. Without a good dough, even the best ingredients can fall flat. You've got two options here: the convenience of store-bought or the satisfaction of homemade. Store-bought dough can be a lifesaver on busy nights when time is of the essence. It's pre-made, pre-packaged, and ready to roll out. But if you have a bit of extra time and want to elevate your pizza game, making your own dough from scratch is the way to go. Store-bought dough is a decent shortcut, but trust me, nothing compares to the taste and texture of dough made from scratch. When you make your own dough, you have complete control over the ingredients and the process. You can tweak the recipe to suit your taste, whether you prefer a thin and crispy crust or a thick and chewy one. Don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. Making pizza dough at home can be a fun and rewarding experience. It's a chance to get your hands dirty and connect with the food you're creating. Plus, the sense of accomplishment you'll feel when you pull that perfect pizza out of the oven is unbeatable. With just a few simple ingredients, flour, yeast, water, and a pinch of salt, you can create a dough that's light, airy, and bursting with flavor. These basic ingredients come together to form the foundation of your pizza, and each one plays a crucial role in the final product. The flour provides the structure, the yeast helps the dough rise, the water brings everything together, and the salt enhances the flavor. When mixed and kneaded properly, these ingredients transform into a smooth, elastic dough that's ready to be shaped into a pizza crust. The key is to activate the yeast properly, allowing it to work its magic and create those beautiful air bubbles that give pizza dough its signature texture. To do this, you'll need to dissolve the yeast in warm water and let it sit for a few minutes until it becomes frothy. This step is crucial because it ensures that the yeast is alive and ready to do its job. Once you've mixed and kneaded your dough, give it time to rise in a warm place. This process, known as proofing, allows the yeast to ferment and produce carbon dioxide, which causes the dough to expand and become light and airy. Cover the dough with a cloth and place it in a warm, draft-free spot for about an hour or until it has doubled in size. This crucial step allows the gluten to develop, resulting in a crust that's both crispy and chewy. As the dough rises, the gluten strands stretch and strengthen, giving the dough its elasticity. When you finally shape the risen dough into a crust, you'll notice how easily it stretches and how smooth and pliable it feels. This is the moment when all your hard work pays off, and you're ready to top your pizza with your favorite ingredients and bake it to perfection. Now that your dough has risen to the occasion, it's time to shape it into your desired pizza base. This is where the magic truly begins, transforming a simple mixture of flour, water, and yeast into a canvas for your culinary creativity. Whether you prefer a classic round, a rectangular sheet, or something more unconventional, the choice is yours. The shape of your pizza can influence the way it cooks and the way it looks, so take a moment to consider what you want to achieve. You might even want to try making individual mini pizzas, perfect for a personalized touch or for serving at a party. These small delights can be customized with different toppings to suit everyone's taste. Before you start shaping, dust your work surface with flour to prevent sticking. This simple step can make a big difference, ensuring that your dough moves freely and doesn't tear. Then, using a rolling pin or your hands, gently coax the dough into your preferred shape. If you're using a rolling pin, start from the center and work your way outwards, applying even pressure to avoid thin spots. Remember, we're not aiming for perfection here. A rustic, uneven edge adds to the charm of a homemade pizza. Embrace the imperfections. They give your pizza character and a unique artisanal look. A rustic, uneven edge adds to the charm of a homemade pizza. It tells a story of hands-on preparation and the love that goes into making something from scratch. The thickness of your crust is a matter of personal preference. Some people love a thin, crispy base that crackles with every bite, while others prefer a thicker, chewier crust that offers a satisfying, hearty chew. If you like a thin and crispy base, roll the dough out thinly. This will allow it to cook quickly and evenly, resulting in a light, crunchy texture. For a thicker, chewier crust, leave the dough a bit thicker. This will give you a more substantial base that can hold up to heavier toppings and provide a more filling bite. Once you're happy with the shape and thickness, carefully transfer your dough to a baking sheet or pizza stone. This step requires a gentle touch to avoid tearing the dough. If you're using a pizza stone, make sure it's preheated in the oven to ensure a crispy bottom crust. If you have a pizza peel, it can make transferring the dough easier. Lightly dust the peel with flour or cornmeal to help the dough slide off smoothly. Adjust the dough on the baking sheet or stone to ensure it's evenly placed. This will help it cook uniformly, avoiding any overly crispy or undercooked spots. Take a moment to admire your handiwork. Your dough is now ready for the next exciting step, adding the toppings. But for now, give yourself a pat on the back for getting this far. You've laid the foundation for a delicious homemade pizza. The possibilities are endless when it comes to toppings, but that's a story for another chapter. For now, enjoy the satisfaction of having prepared your dough perfectly. With your dough ready and waiting, you're one step closer to enjoying a homemade pizza that's sure to impress. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we'll dive into the art of topping your pizza to perfection. With your dough prepped and ready, it's time to move on to the sauce, the flavor foundation of your pizza masterpiece. The sauce is where the magic begins, setting the stage for all the other ingredients to shine. It's the first layer of flavor that will tantalize your taste buds and make your pizza truly unforgettable. The classic choice is, of course, a rich and tangy marinara. This traditional sauce, made from ripe tomatoes, garlic, onions, and a blend of Italian herbs, is a staple in pizza making. Its robust flavor profile pairs perfectly with a variety of toppings, from simple mozzarella to more complex combinations like pepperoni and mushrooms. But don't be afraid to get creative. The world of pizza sauces is vast and varied, offering endless possibilities for culinary exploration. Each sauce brings its own unique character to the table, allowing you to craft a pizza that is truly your own. A vibrant pesto, bursting with fresh basil and nutty pine nuts, offers a delightful Italian twist. This green sauce, with its rich herbaceous flavor, can transform a simple pizza into a gourmet experience. Pesto pairs wonderfully with toppings like grilled chicken, sun-dried tomatoes, and artichoke hearts, adding a fresh and zesty dimension to your creation. For a creamy and indulgent option, try a white sauce made with bechamel or ricotta cheese. This luxurious sauce, with its smooth and velvety texture, is perfect for those who crave a richer, more decadent pizza. White sauce serves as an excellent base for toppings like spinach, mushrooms, and prosciutto, creating a harmonious blend of flavors and textures. The beauty of pizza lies in its versatility, so feel free to experiment with different sauces to suit your taste. Whether you prefer the tangy zest of marinara, the fresh vibrancy of pesto, or the creamy indulgence of white sauce, there's no limit to the combinations you can create. Mix and match sauces to discover new and exciting flavor profiles that will keep your taste buds guessing. Don't forget about the power of spices and herbs. These small but mighty ingredients can elevate your pizza sauce to new heights, adding depth and complexity to every bite. A pinch of oregano or basil can elevate your sauce to new heights. These classic Italian herbs bring a burst of freshness and aroma that can enhance the overall flavor of your pizza. Fresh basil leaves in particular add a sweet and slightly peppery note that complements both marinara and pesto sauces beautifully. Add a touch of heat with chili flakes, or experiment with other herbs and spices like garlic powder, onion powder, or even smoked paprika. These spices can add a new dimension to your sauce, creating a more complex and layered flavor profile. Garlic powder and onion powder bring a savory depth, while smoked paprika adds a subtle smokiness that can make your pizza truly stand out. The possibilities are endless, so don't be afraid to get creative and make your pizza sauce uniquely yours. Cheese. The star of the show, the melty masterpiece that brings everything together. When it comes to pizza, cheese is non-negotiable. And trust me, the more the merrier. Mozzarella is the undisputed king of pizza cheeses, known for its gooey texture and mild flavor. But don't limit yourself. Parmesan adds a sharp and salty bite, while goat cheese brings a tangy and creamy complexity. Feel free to mix and match different cheeses to create your own signature blend. The key to cheesy perfection is a generous hand. Sprinkle your cheese evenly over the sauce, ensuring every inch is covered. Remember, we're aiming for that irresistible cheese pull, those long, gooey strands that make pizza so darn delicious.